The brother and sister used all their strength to close the warehouse door, thinking they could escape the attack of the giant locusts. Unexpectedly, the smell of the grain in the warehouse was still detected by them, and they began desperately ramming the wooden door. Immediately, in the next second, a giant locust smashed through the wooden door and rushed into the warehouse. The sister was so frightened that she retreated desperately, while the brother, quick-witted, picked up an iron bucket and struck the locust. The mother, who returned home, immediately contacted the biologist Ellie. But after Ellie observed the surroundings, she found that the situation seemed worse than imagined. The mature wheat had already been devoured by the locusts. If the locusts spread at this rate, within 3 months, the global food reserves will be completely depleted. To find the weakness of the giant locusts, Ellie contacted her geneticist friend, Tyron. Soon they infiltrated the biotech company and discovered the secret of the prehistoric locusts inside. However, their actions were quickly discovered by the boss of the biotech company, Dodge. To cover up his secret, he immediately ordered his subordinates to burn the locusts completely. Unexpectedly, under the intense heat, the prehistoric locusts escaped through the ventilation ducts. As the burning swarm of locusts flew everywhere, the dinosaur park was soon covered with locust corpses. A large number of dinosaurs were frightened and scattered, while the group who obtained the locust samples were quickly retreating, only to be hit by locust corpses like cannonballs, causing their vehicle to roll down the hillside. Fortunately, everyone was wearing seatbelts and was not injured. However, as soon as they crawled out of the wrecked car, they were so shocked that their mouths dropped open. It turns out that at some point, a Tyrannosaurus Rex had already buried itself here. Fortunately, they managed to hide in a nearby observation post just in time, narrowly escaping the T-Rex's jaws. At this moment, despite the critical situation, Dodge still refused to let Ellie and her group leave. So he shut down the aerial deterrent system, intending to use pterosaurs to stop them from leaving, and then use chips to control all the dinosaurs to turn towards the experimental base, wanting to completely bury all the secrets here. After doing all this, he evacuated all personnel and prepared to escape by taking the underground high-speed train. In order to take out the biological samples they obtained, Ellie and her group infiltrated the power supply room of the experimental base. After dealing with the remaining prehistoric locusts inside, they successfully cut off the power to the main system. Without the extra power consumption, the aerial deterrent system quickly resumed operation, and the uncontrolled dinosaurs returned to normal. However, Dodgson in the high-speed train met his end, ultimately dying in the jaws of the Dilophosaurus he had revived himself. With the aerial threat gone, the group immediately piloted the helicopter and successfully left the biotech company's base. Using the obtained biological samples, scientists quickly eradicated the escaped prehistoric locusts, averting a global crisis. As a result, Ellie and Taron rekindled their old romance and lived a happy life. The film ends here. Follow Lizzie for more great content.